Hello, welcome back to Sushi Live Noding. In this episode, I'm gonna take you through the creation of this procedural parametric cookies. So basically, it's actually pretty simple. We already know kind of something that creates this kind of pattern. It's just not feasible. It's just in the past it always been just like a kind of just like the outline, and so I want to make this more like a 3D like this. So let's get started from scratch. Go to Compositing. I have Sverchok Add-On already installed. So here we can use n-gon or a circle. I like to use n-gon to create n number of polygon, something like this. But we're gonna use the edges. And the trick here is to use the n-gon, another n-gon to actually generate the pattern. So this is how we're gonna do it. If we use the same number of integer for both of the sides, we can actually get a nice pattern. So this is actually the trick. Nice geometric pattern, and normally the one is with a kind of like equal number, like an even number, actually have a nicer, more cohesive look than the ones with a odd number. I don't know why, but we can try to keep both, and this is the parametric cookie that we're gonna be generating. So okay, we have this shape, but if we bake it, we know that this is just like a bunch of outline polygon edges on top of each other, right? We want to put it together, so I'll save it first. We want to combine all this together. So instead of using viewer draw, we're gonna use matrix apply and use the second one, because the second one will automatically generate the factorizations for you. So do it like this and it should work for you. So now if we are baking it, it's gonna be a single object, but they are also still separate objects. We need to be able to combine them in a nice way. So we need to use intersect edges. So just try doing this. So the whole step is pretty simple, step by step. I think this can be a bit slow, be careful, especially if you turn on double. But other than that, actually it's pretty good nodes, pretty reliable. So any overlapping edges that's intersecting will get a new point, and then they got to be merged together. So this is really cool little node here. And so the next thing, in order to make this a 3D object, we just use a fill holes. And fill holes in this case, you provide the edges and it tell how many sides you want to generate. Most of the polygon is like 4-sided, so we can actually keep it at 4, but sometimes you need to go higher. So this is the combinations, and if you bake it, you get this nice looking shape. And this is actually really clean. And okay, continue on. The next thing we want to do, we can do extrude, extrude polygon. So extrude polygon, extrude separate faces. I think that's the one. So we can separate all the face and then extrude it out. Scale it down a little bit. And we start to see something. So this is, so now it is like a 3D object, right? But except that it's just like a, it doesn't have anything at the bottom. So be careful with that. In this case, really, what I want to do is to kind of maybe do some kind of extrusions and extrude the edges, the outer edges once, and then extrude it again, and then fill the hole. Maybe that will work for us. So let's use so we know we have the top part. Let's do the bottom part. Use mesh filter. Just simply pipe it in this guy. One, I think this is the vertices and the polygon, and we want to have the boundary. And let's check it out. Hide this. So we have the boundary and seems to be working. Would be nicer if this is just like a circle. We can actually do that. Just use a circle and then combine it together. This is just for convenience. And you can also use the edges. Yes, edges. And we get this. You can smooth it and you get more rounded edges. At this stage, you can either extrude it down and then fill the hole. Let me do that. Extrude the edges. Extrude it down using these matrices. This is just a transform. Vector in, move it down, so you get this. This is the second part, right? So we have the top part, second bits. We can, I don't know if you can vectorize this multiple times. Maybe you cannot. For, I think the bottom, one more, like you can simply extrude it one more time. Or just fill the hole. I think just fill the hole in this case. The new vertices and the new edges. Actually, I want to make this a bit nicer, so I will just maybe extrude it one more time. So new vertices, new edges. Hide this. New vertices. Okay, this and this. Let me check that first. New vertices, new edges. Okay, we need to probably, okay, we need to use the top one. So pipe this guy in, pipe that guy. This is another matrix, vector. And this time can be smaller, like that. So like it's gonna be like nice looking cookies. Make it like that. We can still control this part, and we have this bit over here, and then we need to now cover the bottom part. So do it one more time. So this is the second part. So it's multi-layered cookies. So this guy and this guy needs to be covered with fill hole. And the number of sides should be from the total number of the vertices. So list length, get the total number of these vertices. List length, stethoscope, check the number first before you plug anything. 48, correct. It's actually more than I expect. Okay, how about this guy? 16. Okay, 16. That's correct. Okay, now we have this, and I guess we give it a blue color. This purplish color looks nicer here. So there you go. That's our parametric cookies. In fact, this is actually quite nice. We can just combine all of them together. And currently, if we bake it using a Sverchok baker, it's gonna be separate objects, but you can combine them together. So if you hit the B and then have a look, this is all separate objects, all these parametric objects, and you can combine them together and then remove double. I think that should be pretty complete. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll just call it parametric cookies, and yeah, that's how you build cookies parametrically using Sverchok Add-On in Blender. Hopefully you find it useful. Let me know what you think. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.